Hey everyone, Tony for our VegasHyperAdventures. So today we're out here we got the old school Hyper out with me, the Hyper E Ride 29 hardtail. The Trek Marlin 8 is in the shop. RockShox looks like it may have failed, so they're trying to see if they can get a warranty on the RockShox for the front, and they said it would take about 2 weeks. So I've always got the Hyper as a backup. My wife still has the 26er, which we ride all the time, which keeps the batteries fresh. The battery is the 36 volt from the full suspension. That bike I ended up getting rid of, but I kept the battery. And then we swap them out when we ride with my wife's 26er. And then this one, if I have a friend or my son or somebody, I'll pull it out and we got the two batteries. But to keep the batteries fresh, I swap them back and forth in my wife's 26er. But yeah, I haven't pulled this thing down in probably like 3 weeks. So today I'm coming to you from late night. I'm on the Hyper, my old e-bike, hardtail 29er, not the full suspension. As some of you guys from the Hyper groups will know, that I had all of them, the 29 hardtail, the 26-inch hardtail, which is my wife's bike, which she still has, and then I also had the 29-inch full suspension bikes, which I ended up snapping the frame on that bike. But I'm coming to you today just to give a shout out for the 29 and 26-inch hardtails. I'm telling you, if you guys fix these bikes up, they're very capable. This thing has been sitting in my garage because I bought the new Trek Marlin 8 hardtail mid-drive e-bike and been riding that. But I'm going to tell you, that Trek is in the shop for the second warranty. First one was something broke in the rear wheel, and now my shock, something's wrong with the front shock. So they're trying to see if RockShox will do it under warranty. I'll tell you, I will say one thing: the service has been phenomenal and the warranty's been phenomenal. As we all know, trying to work with Hyper's warranty is tough because you got to deal with where you bought it from. But Hyper's customer service was awesome, and this bike is awesome. I mean, I beat the shit out of this thing and it just keeps going and going and going. I don't do crap to it except service it. Today I haven't ridden this bike probably in 2 or 3 months. It's been sitting in my garage. The batteries stay good because my wife uses them on her 26er. I swap them back and forth. Sometimes she uses mine, sometimes she uses hers. They're interchangeable, which is nice. So you can keep the battery fresh as long as you keep them charged and well maintained in a cool place inside your house, and always keeping them at least an 80% charge. But like I said, I haven't pulled this thing down in probably a good 2 or 3 months, and because I took my bike in Friday to the shop, I'm like, oh, I have an extra bike, I'll just ride my Hyper. I pulled it down, aired up the tires. I had to replace the back brakes, the pads. I replaced those real fast, easy fix. Aired up my shock, and here I am on the trails tearing it up. This bike is awesome. There we go. Yeah, I mean, it's super fun to ride. It's agile. So like I said, if you guys are watching this video and you guys have the Hyper 29-inch hardtail, if you just put a RockShox on the front, change out the pedals, put a dropper, change out the brakes for these semi-hydraulics, or you can even put full hydraulics on there. You just gotta change everything out, but you could do it. I have the semi, so I'm still running the original brakes just with the semi-hydraulic pads, calipers, and they just bolt up. I'll put all the description down below, but yeah, the Hyper 29er, it's still a beast, still fun, pretty quiet. Brakes aren't as good as the Trek, obviously. There's nothing like full hydraulic brakes. They're so much easier, one finger. These are two fingers, so you do have to brake a little earlier. You know, I mean, but I'm still gonna ride. I'm still gonna ride it hard. Still gonna get a decent workout. The motor still works good, still powerful enough to get me through and get me a nice little workout. This trail here is primarily downhill at the beginning, so yeah, I'll just zoom through this. But it handles good. Like I said, you got to be careful with the braking because it's not the greatest, but they work. You just got to make sure you know what you're riding, I guess. But hell, for not being pulled down in 3 months, I didn't do anything to the front brake. I just replaced the pads in the back real quick. I always have brake pads in my garage for these things because my wife rides with me all the time. If not, you just buy the whole damn caliper again. They're not expensive. That way they got fresh oil and everything in there. This gets a little chunky in here, but you know what? We'll just deal with it. We'll get down here, climb this up. Yeah, this bike is fun. I'm just gonna get out here, you know, with the Trek in the shop. I'm still gonna get my workout, that's for sure. I'm not gonna not ride because they said it's because they're gonna send it to Rock Shop. It could be like 2 weeks, so I'll be riding this one for a while, which is okay. It's still capable, it's fun. It's not like the Trek is, you just get out here and tear everything up and you get a few more miles out of the Trek than you do out of this battery, but still could do my loops. These batteries have held up. This battery I'm running in this is the 29-inch Hyper E-Ride, not the full suspension, but I'm running the full suspension battery because I had a full suspension when the frame broke and they were giving me a bad time about the warranty. I just said screw them and I just threw the shit away. But I didn't throw the battery away, obviously. So I got the bigger battery from the full suspension bike, rendered it on this one, so I get the extra miles and juice. So yeah, and then I run it on my wife's little 26er and it tears it up. And if we go super far, if we ride somewhere long, then I just throw the other battery in my bag just in case. But we've never had to swap out the second battery. We've never gone that far. 15 miles, I think, is normally what we do. But yeah, so that's it, man. This thing's a beast and super fun to ride. But yeah, I just wanted to give it a shout out. Back on the Hyper 29er, where I originally started on. This was my original e-bike, and still have it in the garage for when I have friends over or my son and I go for rides. But for right now, yeah, just riding my back up until the Trek's done again. We'll clean her up and put it back away. But for right now, this is just super fun. So I'm Tony Ferrer, VegasHyperAdventures. Keep riding, enjoy the rest of your week. Please subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and I'll see you guys next time.